Welcome to Storied Audio. Elena had been with Adrian for 6 months, and in that short time, he had become a quiet mystery she couldn't stop trying to solve. He was everything she thought she wanted: wealthy without arrogance, handsome without vanity, gentle without weakness. And yet, whenever she asked about his past or his family, he would smile that soft, evasive smile and steer the conversation somewhere safer. Despite the unanswered questions, she fell for him anyway.
Hard.
One weekend, he invited her to his secluded country home tucked against the edge of a vast forest. The first night felt like a dream: crackling firelight, wine that warmed her chest, music that wrapped around them like a blanket. Adrian held her as though she was something precious, something fragile. She had never felt so wanted. But the second night shattered the illusion. As the sun dipped behind the trees, Adrian grew restless. His eyes kept drifting toward the windows, toward the darkening woods. Finally, he turned to her, voice low and trembling. "I have to leave tonight. Stay inside. Lock the doors. And no matter what you hear, don't look outside." He didn't wait for her questions. He kissed her forehead, almost like a goodbye, and slipped into the night. Hours later, the house trembled with sounds she couldn't explain: deep growls, claws scraping against the walls, something pacing just beyond the door. Fear tightened around her like a fist. Against every instinct, she crept to the window and lifted the curtain just an inch. In the clearing, bathed in moonlight, stood a circle of wolves. And at the center, Adrian, bare-chested, wild-eyed, his face twisted with something both human and not. His body moved with an animal's tension, an animal's hunger. When one of the wolves howled, he answered with a sound that tore through her, raw, broken, barely human. She stumbled back, shaking, unable to decide if she had witnessed a nightmare or the truth. By morning, Adrian returned.
Exhausted. Pale.
His clothes torn. When she whispered, "I saw you," he froze. The sorrow in his eyes was deeper than fear. "You weren't supposed to," he said, voice cracking. That afternoon, he drove her home. He kissed her gently at her door, so gently it felt like an apology carved into her skin, and then he walked away from her life without looking back. She never saw him again. But on nights when the full moon rises and the wind howls through the trees, Elena still finds herself listening, wondering, remembering the man she loved, and questioning whether he had ever been a man at all. Subscribe for more audio stories.